Are you aware of the fact that Nigeria and Ghana are going to share the same hotel in next year's Afcon 2023 in Ivory Coast? Well, that's the fact, or that's a fact. The Black Stars will share Pullman Hotel, Abidjan Plateau with Nigeria for Afcon 2023. All right, the Black Stars, let me repeat it. The Black Stars will share Pullman Hotel, Abidjan Plateau with Nigeria for Afcon 2023. I salute you all my people. 24 gun salute to each and every one on today's edition of TJ Studios Boys Casa Editorial. Okay, before I run by you the exclusive for today, do the needful, subscribe. If you've been watching my channel, videos on my channel, and you love them, please do well to subscribe. Join the community, join the family. All right, don't forget to also hit the notification button to get notified whenever I post any new video. What's on the bill today? Are you aware of the fact that Nigeria and Ghana are going to share the same hotel in next year's Afcon 2023 in Ivory Coast? Well, that's the fact, or that's a fact. All right, Nigeria and Ghana are going to be based in one hotel in next year's Afcon tourney in Côte d'Ivoire, La Côte d'Ivoire, and it reads as such. The Black Stars will share Pullman Hotel, Abidjan Plateau with Nigeria for Afcon 2023. All right, the Black Stars, let me repeat it. The Black Stars will share Pullman Hotel, Abidjan Plateau with Nigeria for Afcon 2023. The Afcon 2023 is slated for the month of January, which will end in February, okay, where we have players from all and sundry, basically players plying their trade in Europe, elsewhere, to join the fold for the tournament to commence. All right, top teams such as Egypt, Nigeria, Ghana, Algeria, Morocco, and the likes will be looking forward to competing to grab the trophy for this year's, next year's edition of the Afcon tournament. All right, and you know, we are not on form. Ghana's team, even within the time when we were on form, how well did we perform? Not to talk of when we are performing abysmally of late. All right. On the other hand, Nigeria is not on form, but I always say they are better than us. That's my personal observation. That's my personal opinion. All right, because we are in transition. We are trying to blend old and new players together to form a formidable team. Okay, so we are basically in transition, and it's not going to be easy. All right. On the other hand, Nigerians, they have the talent. They have all the talents in the world, but their main problem has to do with their technical brains and the technical heads. All right. Jose Pizarro, ever since he took over, is sinking the Nigerian team from 5 to 2. All right. Instead of him moving from probably 5 to 100. All right. He's on a back step. All right. And the team is not progressing as Nigerians ought to see it. But let's see how the coming days will go by. Let's see how January will fare to us. It will basically be a tone or set a tone for the tournament to commence. And you don't know, with this Afcon, there are surprises. There have been instances where teams who have not been tipped to win the Afcon tourney have made it to the final and go a long way to winning the trophy. For example, that of Zambia, led by Hervé Renard, former Ghanaian assistant coach. Is it technical assistant coach? Technical, whatever, instructor, whatever. Okay, assistant coach Hervé Renard, okay, basically led the Zambian team, to basically win the trophy in 2012, 2013. Okay, same can be said about Cameroon, who not long ago also won, okay, the trophy in the final tourney, in the final match against Egypt, 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. Okay, they came from a goal down to win the trophy with a 2-1, margin. All right, so Cameroon also did same. And the funny thing is that most of their reliable players in that team, all right, got injured in the build-up to the tournament. So they were not tipped to win it. So surprises may sprang up all right, which is possible, but it doesn't take away the fact that Senegal, Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, Nigeria, Ghana are, big guns in Africa and can cause a major upset anytime. All right, they are the bosses and the kingpins of African football. All right, so let's look at the groups or the groupings. All right, let's look at the groupings. This is a brief podcast. Group A, we have Cote d'Ivoire, we have Nigeria, we have Equatorial Guinea, Guinea-Bissau. Who do you tip to win Group A? All right, let's do a share drill on this podcast. Share your thoughts with me, okay, on this podcast. Who do you think is going to win, is going to top Group A? It's between Nigeria and then Cote d'Ivoire qualifying from that group. All right, okay, so Group B, we have Egypt, Ghana, Cape Verde, Mozambique. All right, who do you think will also qualify from that group? Well, with Ghana's abysmal performances of late and struggling to beat, less fancy teams, it's going to be tough. But anyways, I'll still tip Egypt and Ghana to top the group, all right, first and second respectively. Group C, we have Senegal, Cameroon, Guinea, and Gambia. All right, Senegal, Cameroon, Guinea, and Gambia. As usual, Senegal, Cameroon to top the group, respectively first and second, and then Guinea and Gambia to be the shipping boys. Surprises may spring up anyway. Let's see how it will go. Group D, Algeria, Burkina Faso, Mauritania, Angola. All right, the onus is on Algeria and Burkina Faso to qualify. Mauritania, Angola, well, I think Angola can cause a surprise. They are not a bad team, all right? Angola is not a bad team. Let's see. Mauritania is a very, very, stubborn team as well. Let's see how it will go. Group E, Tunisia, Mali, South Africa, Namibia. Whoa, that's quite interesting because Tunisia, Mali, and South Africa, whoa, they are champions in Africa, all right? They might not be within the best of the best in Africa, but currently, all right, I think Tunisia is in the first 5. I stand to be corrected. South Africa is on the 11th position behind Ghana. So let's see. It's going to be a tough drill there. All right. Wow. Tunisia, Mali, South Africa. What's your picking? Who are you going to pick to top the group? I am actually going to pick Tunisia and Mali. But South Africa is also on some serious form these days with their coach, Hugo Bruce, who is a serious and a marvelous tactician at the helm of affairs. Let's see how it will go. Let's see how it's going to pan out. All right. Group F. Morocco, DR Congo, Zambia, and then Tanzania. All right. Morocco, DR Congo, Zambia, and Tanzania. I'm looking forward to seeing Morocco and Zambia. All right. To top the group first and second respectively. But watch out for DR Congo. They are also a football nation. All right, DR Congo. Okay, all right. Okay, so that has been it with the Afcon tourney. This is just a brief podcast in line with the Afcon tourney or the tournament. And the main emphasis was on Nigeria and then Ghana sharing one hotel. Like I said, Nigeria and Ghana are going to lodge in one hotel. And that will be the Pullman Hotel, Abidjan Plateau. All right, you have pictures of the hotel on your screens. All right, so Nigeria and Ghana will be in the same hotel. Okay, so before I go, question of the day. Question of the day. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section. Which country do you tip to win the Afcon tournament? All right, which country do you tip, all right, to win the Afcon tourney? All right, and I'm actually admonishing you to share 3 countries. All right, you deem fit to win the Afcon tourney. 3 countries. All right, I'm going to share my own before we bring the podcast to an end. Like I said, I'm going to share my own before we bring this podcast to an end. Like I said, it's my opinion, so don't come at me. I'm entitled to my opinion. Please don't come at me. The best you can do is to share yours, devoid of insults, under the comment section. That's the best we can do. All right, let's be civil, all right? And let's try to be corporate in our dealings, all right? This is my opinion. If you don't agree, you do the needful. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section. Okay, so question of the day. Which country do you see or do you deem fit, all right, as having the means to winning the Afcon trophy? Which country will you tip as the favorite for next year's 2023 Afcon tournament to be held and staged in Ivory Coast? Before I sign out, let me give you my list of 3 countries. The first one is Senegal. Senegal is the defending champions. And as you've been monitoring, if you observe, the space and then the process at which the Senegalese team has been in, all right, they had players in the past. I quite remember during our Afcon, match with them, our first match, we lost 2-1. They had a lot of strikers, them Baba and a whole lot of strikers, all right, but they were yet to function as a team, all right. Them appointing Aliou Cisse in the beginning was not easy because there was, calls for his head. People were calling for his head. People were calling for him to be sacked, okay? But the FA stood behind him, and then they gave him time to build a team, all right? And God being so good, all right, they had also worked in producing, juvenile football that has been aiding to their successes, okay? Senegal has been serious with their juvenile football, and as you can see, they've been qualifying for every under-17 and under-20 tournament these days, all right? So basically, they have this, factory where they produce talents, all right? They've been building, these, how do they call it? Youth academies. Yes, that's the word, academies in their respective regions, and it's aiding to them having a lot of talents, all right, springing up from, where, or their region, Senegal, the country as a whole, which has elevated their successes or their recent performance in any soccer tourney. So Senegal, being the defending champion, well, we would tip them to be, or to head straight to the final. My second team is Morocco. If you look at their performance, all right, at the 2022 Qatar World Cup, it was serious, and being the first African to go past the semi-final, all right, to go past the quarter-final, to the semi-final, and then being fourth in the tourney, all right, they caused a lot of upset by beating, Spain, by beating Portugal. They did well, all right. So this Moroccan team, if they are able to put the same performance at which they did at the World Cup, then trust me, they will be a force to reckon with at this year's Afcon. The third team is Egypt. Why am I saying Egypt? Egypt has always been an Afcon favorite. All right, Egypt has always been an Afcon tag of a country. They perform, and their least performance or their least, outing will be in the quarterfinal. All right, where they will probably be booted out. I think the last time they were booted out by South Africa. Okay, so we will see a lot also from, Egypt. All right, and then if you look at the last Afcon as well, they were in the final with Senegal, and Senegal edged them to win the trophy. So it's going to be interesting this year's Afcon, because Egypt are the country with the most Afcon trophies, all right, or is the country with the most Afcon trophies. So basically, you cannot write them off, all right. They have a blend. They blend their own homegrown club football players together with a few foreign players, and trust me, the Egyptian league is one of the biggest, or the A-list leagues in Africa, if not the best in Africa. Is one of the best, all right, arguably. So Egypt, you cannot write off Egypt at this moment. They are a force to reckon with, all right. So these are my top 3 countries I tip to winning the Afcon trophy. What about you? What about yourself? Share your own with me in the comment section. Let's build a community together, all right, devoid of insults, Okay, share your thoughts with me in the comment section, and let's build this podcast together, all right? So the focus was on Afcon 2023, and then Ghana sharing the same hotel with Nigeria at Pullman Hotel, all right? Pullman Plateau Hotel in Abidjan, in Côte d'Ivoire. Let's see what will come up, all right? We will just propose, but God will dispose. He has the final say. He's the only one who knows who is going to win what. But I always say preparation also comes first, all right? Okay, if you want God to support whatever you are doing, you need to put in the work first, All right, so let's see how it will go. My name has always been TJY. I am your commander-in-chief of this podcast. Before I sign out, don't forget to share your thoughts with me, okay, in the comment section in relation to the topic on board, and then in relation to your top 3 teams you tip to winning the Afcon tournament, all right, or the Afcon trophy at next year's edition of 2023 Afcon, okay? We wish all the teams good luck. Ghana, good luck. I wish Nigeria good luck as well. Let's see how things will pan out at next year's edition of the Afcon. It is time to sign out. Smash the notification button. Subscribe to the channel to get notified, all right, whenever I post any new video. My name has always been TJY. I am your commander-in-chief. Like I've been doing, I salute. Peace out.